WSL season is starting once again after a setback that it received at the end of last season because of the coronavirus pandemic. But it will be a delight to see women's football back in action in England and Manchester United. Obviously, our team is playing really well last season in the WSL. We finished fourth, and a lot of good signings this summer. So a lot of things to really look forward to. Anurag, how interested, like how interesting is this? The next future days now. We start against Chelsea, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, it's really exciting. Exactly when Alex Greenwood left, we felt this side could perhaps go downhill a bit because she really brought in a lot to the club, and uh, the people expected the club might struggle a bit last season. But what I think with the resources that um, Casey Stoney had, I think what she pulled off was really impressive, and she gets three more players now. It'll be really interesting. I'm really excited to see Ona battle in the side. I think what we've been hearing is she's a very exciting fullback. She has a good crossing range as well. So I think that should be interesting because our Manchester United, our ladies, they love playing. Both our fullbacks love playing a little higher up the pitch. So that should be interesting.
Well, it should be a lot of fun because lot Aquas last season was just a young fullback developing, but she played pretty well. She has played well
True.
at the start of preseason. On a Bartley, obviously now the Spanish fullback is going to be a fantastic addition to the squad. So he can play either fullback positions. That's going to be something that resourcefulness is going to be useful for Casey Stoney. You might see Amy and Millie Turner once again take the centre back positions. The Turners at the back. And one of the crucial signings which I felt was Lucy Staniford, whom we signed this season, the central midfielder, and that is a really important signing because it allows the likes of Katie Zellum to actually release herself. So Katie Zellum played a slightly restrained role last season because we did not have that quality of deep lying central midfielder. But Katie Zellum is someone who likes going forward. So this will be a fantastic addition the squad. Lucy Staniford brings in a lot of experience. She's played for England, and her experience in the WSL has been it's going to be really crucial for Manchester United women's team. And the one signing who I'm personally really excited about is Ivana Fuso, and the German
True.
under-19 captain has been a revelation, and even she started the preseason really well. Casey Stoney's words about her have been it's really delightful to hear that because Casey Stoney is not someone who will easily give away some good words. She's the kind of dictating manager. She commands that kind of respect. You get those vibes of a special someone who managed us for 26 years when you look at Casey Stoney.
True.
So that is going to be fantastic. And Anurag, Chelsea. So first game at Lay Sports Village, Chelsea. We seem to play Chelsea every now and again, whether the men's team or the women's team. We start the season with Chelsea somehow.
Yeah, I mean, what do we say? So, Emma Hayes and her team, they've been magnificent in the last few seasons. In the last 7, 8 seasons, you look at Chelsea, what they've achieved under Hayes. I think uh, she again, as highly as we talk about Casey Stoney, I think we also sort of have to accept that she's been the best women's coach in the country for a while now, and Emma Hayes, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about her.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's sort of it's a bitter pill to swallow, but that is the truth eventually. And her results speak for it. And I really admire the lady, and even I was sort of backing her to be the men's coach last summer uh, when just before Frank Lampard was announced. When Sari was sacked, there were plenty of talks that she could take over, and
Yeah, yeah.
that is the impact that she's had. And that team, the defending champions, obviously. So it's a tough fixture to start. I think even the Chelsea men's team, they've made some amazing signings. The women's team also have made some decent signings, and uh, as if they didn't need it to. They already have a brilliant squad. This is going to be a very exciting. This is going to be a really tough fixture. I think they'll have a lot of the ball. They'll dominate on the ball. So it'll be interesting to see if we can pull off something on the counters.
Yeah, and we have a lot of pace now going forward in the counters with Leah
Interesting. Yep.
Galton, with Lauren James. We have even Ivana Fuso now. and we all know Jackie Groenen and her runs from
Jackie Groen,
midfield.
yep.
So the men's team have recently signed Donny van de Beek, and he's that kind of a midfielder for the players for the people who are watching, who haven't really watched the women's game. She's that kind of a player who she can make those runs into the box. She's a proper box to box player. She her work rate is incredible. So she's going to be a dynamite player in midfield this season, and obviously Katie Zellum and her creativity, her set piece ability is beyond doubt. So it's going to be a cracking game. Obviously, Siobhan Chamberlain has left Manchester United now at the start of the summer, and Mary Earps now is firmly the number one goalkeeper at the club. She is someone who the club signed last season, and we reap a lot of benefits. When it was announced at the start of the season that Siobhan won't be able to play because of pregnancy, so Mary Earps has really stepped up to the plate. So it will be great to see
Interesting.
her, and it will be really interesting to see her in that position. And now being the proper number one at the club, it's going to be a good value for her as well. Personally, it will be a great joy for her. So we start at Chelsea obviously this weekend on Sunday, and a lot of excitement about the WSL. And for the fans, you can watch the game live on the FA Player application. It's available in India as well, and it is a free telecasted game. So please do watch it. And we started against Chelsea, and then we traveled to Birmingham. So these are two tough fixtures in a way.
Yeah.
That is how United Women have started. Last season we started with Manchester City last season, and this season we start with Chelsea. We have this knack of playing the top teams first: Manchester City, Liverpool last season, and Chelsea, Birmingham this season. So that is the start. And Casey Stoney, Anurag, she has also been talked about the England women's job before they sign someone else. So, what are you expecting from her this season as a manager, and, building on the fourth position last season with even a better squad now? What do you expect from this WSL season?
I think there is still certain amount of quality difference between Chelsea and Manchester United. We still need certain catching up to do, but I'm expecting great things this season. I wouldn't go as far as to say we'll be in title contention. I think that'll be a little bit of a stretch, but I think we shouldn't be surprised if they are. But I think it would still be a bit of a stretch to say so. I'm expecting great things. Casey Stoney, I think she's still, I think, a couple of positions still away. Maybe another fullback is what I'm expecting in the next window or something. But I think that is really going to add up to the squad strength. Let's see. And to all our viewers, this Manchester United side is really exciting. And just at a time when even the Manchester United men's team is picking up, even they're doing an amazing job. I really request and sort of all our viewers to keep following them, keep supporting them. They play a very attractive brand of football. Not to uh, I really have to specify that. So they are fun to watch, and they are bringing in results. I think they deserve a lot of our attention as well, and that is what we are going to be doing. We'll be covering whatever they'll be doing in the over the course of the season, and let's hope they do well.
Yeah, definitely. And on Sunday, we'll be definitely hooked up to our television sites, and we'll be watching the game live on the FA Player. It will be the first game of the season, and as you said, Anurag, it's true that Chelsea, Arsenal, and Man City in the women's game have been leaps and bounds over the other teams. United were
True.
probably not even expected to come close to them last season, but we finished fourth nevertheless. And
Exactly.
it's considering it was the first WSL season, we can definitely build on it and probably fight for one of the second or third positions coming this season. We have definitely got a
Yeah,
better
that's down to
squad
the
now.
manager. I think she's been brilliant,
That's
hasn't
yeah.
she?
She has been absolutely top class. I mean, her tactics. You talk about man management. You look at the Instagram of the women's team, and all the players, they seem to always be together. There is that genuine friendship between them. You always find them together having fun, and the kind of things now which you see when Bruno Fernandes arrived in the men's team, and everybody was seemed to be
True.
having this that special bond
Camaraderie.
with each other all of a sudden, the
Yeah.
camaraderie. And now the women's team has been having this for the last two seasons which we have played. So this is going to be something that really gels this team together, and a lot of exciting times to come ahead. And all the best to Casey Stoney's women's team, and we really hope they provide us with a lot of success this season. So we will stay hooked to the women's team, and we hope that all you fans will do the same. And Anurag and me will definitely be covering what happens this season and what happens against Chelsea and bring you some action from the women's game. So thank you, Anurag, and thank you to all our viewers. Let us hope that we start this season with a win at the Lay Sports Village on Sunday, and hopefully we see Ivano Fuso scoring a first Manchester United goal in the WSL. So cheers, guys.